praise, raging insane. Bicycle kicks to the hit you harder than Liu Kang. Cover 3 hits, 1, 2 when you hit the kill switch. Get back, was my 1-round KO. Hard hits, eye splits and elbows. Get back, was my 1-round KO. You never know what you might be.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our next fight of the evening. Introducing first, set to make his way to the cage and being sponsored by the Global Proving Ground. Fighting out of the blue corner, Soslan Abanokov!
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Making his way to our ring here in Victorium 2, sponsored by the Global Proving Ground, Soslan Abanokov. He's got a Sambo background. He's currently a Muay Thai instructor fighting out of K Dojo in Las Vegas, Nevada. He fled from Syria, from the Czech Republic, fighting here inside the Victorium cage. We're gonna go ahead and pull up a graphic, show you the rules of the cage for tonight. All United MMA rules, all rounds are 5 minutes, and all the fights are scored on a 10-point must system.
As you can see, Soslan Abanokov, Sambo expert, and as we all know, Sambo, they're known for their devastating joint locks and takedowns. But when you train Muay Thai, and he teaches Muay Thai, that just makes him more of a dynamic, well-rounded fighter. You have to worry about the stand-up and the ground with this guy.
Well, definitely Matthew Stone. When I saw this card on the fight and saw that he was a Sambo background.
And his opponent is sponsored by Warriors Island. He is fighting out of the red corner, Mr. Shelby Graham.
Well, here Mr. Shelby Graham makes his way to us tonight, all the way from the heartland, St. Louis, Missouri, representing Team First Lieutenant MMA.
That's right, Team First Lieutenant. Great training gym out there in St. Louis, but here tonight, he's here for that 2-year guaranteed contract and Global Proving Ground. This is the main event, son, and we're gonna take you to the tail of the tape right now.
That's right, Matthew Stone. I definitely enjoy the enthusiasm. Here you see both men, just a few inches height difference there, given up by Soslan, but the weight advantage also goes to Soslan. The better record goes to Soslan. But definitely this man right here, Shelby Graham, is looking to make a statement in the MMA world, trying to make an impact as he wins that 2-year Global Proving Ground contract.
That's right. Shelby Graham told me earlier that he's definitely going to have to work on his submission defense, but we're going to take a quick commercial break as we get back to Victorium MMA and Global Proving Ground.
Representing K Dojo Warrior Tribe, here is Soslan Abanokov! And his opponent, representing Team First Lieutenant MMA in St. Louis, Missouri, here is Shelby Graham!
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us in this, our main event from the Fredericksburg Fairground in Fredericksburg, Virginia. This is Victorium Episode 2, presented by the Global Proving Ground, and you're watching the Sambo Master, Soslan Abanokov, taking on Shelby Graham.
Did you see that both men are throwing powerful haymakers? Both gentlemen have 1-punch knockout power. Shelby Graham going for a spinning back fist, but Soslan Abanokov ducked under it and tried for a takedown. Looks like he might be caught in a guillotine.
You're absolutely right, Matthew Stone, but it takes him to the ground. And look at Soslan as he's using beautiful body control to stick with it, end up inside control.
That comes from all them years of practicing Sambo. He's been in 20 positions that everybody's heard of and 12 positions that nobody's heard of. They do this all day long, and right now he has them pinned up against the fence, dropping knees to the body. That's brutal.
And definitely look at both men as they are still trying to advance. Shelby Graham's not letting go of that former guillotine that he had. Seems a little useless at this point in the fight, but we'll see what happens as he sticks with it.
That's right. He's trying to use that guillotine as a way to sweep Abanokov over him, but right now Abanokov with his balance is not working. He needs to be careful. Look, as you see right there, he steps in the mount. He almost bucks him off, but he needs to be careful because if he holds on to his head, he might be setting himself up for a key lock or a Kimura.
Soslan doing everything he can to advance his position. Shelby doing everything he can to just hold on. And look at Soslan, the veteran, trying to position Shelby Graham in a more advantageous position for himself. Again, circles all the way around and positions Shelby Graham up against the cage.
That's right. This has been one crazy night of fighting. We made history early today with the first ever strawweight. We have one of the greatest main events ever created. This is only episode 2. I can't wait for episode 3.
You're absolutely right, Matthew Stone there. Soslan Abanokov able to get in the mounted position, using those hips to try to control Shelby Graham. He's definitely putting all his weight on him, and definitely Shelby Graham has got to try to do something, buck him off, slide out the back door or something, because if he continues much longer like this, it's not going to be a good night for Shelby Graham.
That's right. Abanokov definitely has the press on him right there. It looks like he might be set up for armbar, but look at that beautiful buck up and escape by Shelby Graham. Both men back up to their feet. It looks like Shelby Graham is ready to make him pay for what he just did.
Well, I think Shelby Graham was listening to me because he did exactly what I said he needed to do, and now we're back to a standing game, Matthew Stone.
That's right. Well, even every once in a while, you're right. But right now, we need to focus on this awesome main event here in the sold-out agricultural fairground in Fredericksburg, Virginia. Beautiful high kick right there by Shelby Graham. He's definitely the longer opponent. It looks like he's better with the kicks, even though Abanokov is a Muay Thai teacher.
Definitely. Look at the power, the snap he had on that spinning round kick. Oh, my goodness. And like you said, we saw the tail of the tape. Shelby Graham is 2 inches taller, definitely got the reach advantage, but definitely Soslan trying to duck and weave and move his way in for that closer position, does just that, and able to tackle Shelby Graham right down to our mat.
Look at the thighs on Soslan Abanokov. There's no reason why he didn't take him down. He can drive with such force with that takedown that Shelby Graham doesn't really stand a chance. But he's countering beautifully right there, has him in the open guard, ready to make, he has the head in, he has the arm and head in. But as right now, Soslan is going to use his sambo skills and get out of this position real soon.
I'm sure he will do just that, Matthew Stone, but definitely Soslan using every ounce of that 146-pound frame of his to try to advance his position and win that 2-year Global Proving Ground contract here tonight.
That's right. As you can see, he gets him in the north-south position, might be going for the anaconda choke. Shelby Graham needs to be careful as he rolls to his left to escape it, but he definitely needs to be careful right now because he definitely has a hold of that neck. And if he spins and holds on, this could be over. But as you can see, Shelby Graham is rotating the right way, trying to block it.
There you heard Scotty Oates telling Soslan to watch the punches to the back of the head. But look, as Soslan was smart enough to keep his opponent up against the cage for a minute. And as soon as he lets him away, Shelby Graham able to spin through, and now he's on top and in more the dominant position.
Look at this beautiful grappling right here from these world-class athletes. Nothing can be said about these men right here, but both men, top-notch competitors. This is what you get in the main event at Victorium MMA, sponsored by Global Proving Ground.
Oh, I thought we were going to see a huge slam right there, but definitely Shelby Graham. It looks like both men fell. Shelby Graham falls on top in more the advantageous position, trying that guillotine.
And look at the face of Soslan right now. He might be in trouble. He's got that hook. It looks like he's trying to fight in with his arm to make a little bit of space. He might be okay, but at the first moment there that we saw that, he looked like he was about to choke out.
You're absolutely right, Matthew Stone. And it looks like this round is almost going to be coming to an end here very shortly. And there you see Soslan. This fight is too tough to call so far. That's why we have judges. That's not our job to call it so far. We're here to commentate on what we see here at the Agricultural Fairground in Fredericksburg, Virginia. Soslan Abanokov, Shelby Graham, round 2 in this potentially 3-round fight.
It looks like Abanokov might have slipped there. But as you can see, both men, it's been a grueling first round. They're sweaty, they're tired. It's going to be a lot harder to get those submissions and that grappling on. But Shelby Graham's definitely changing his game plan from the first round, definitely throwing more kicks, trying to mess up Soslan Abanokov's game.
I have to say, I've been impressed with Shelby Graham's game plan as he came out in this fight, throwing those high kicks. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with more Victorium and Global Proving Ground action. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Fredericksburg Fairground in Fredericksburg, Virginia for Victorium Episode 2, presented by the Global Proving Ground. That was a huge flying punch there on the part of Shelby Graham, trying to sneak past the guard of Soslan Abanokov. All that spinning back fist finds its mark, pinpoint accuracy.
That's right. That was a devastating technique. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's what you get here in Victorium MMA, sponsored by Global Proving Ground. You get ground banking stuff. Look at him picking him up. Oh, beautiful takedown, but it looks like Shelby Graham uses leverage and technique to make that not as devastating.
You're absolutely right, Matthew Stone, but right back into the guard of Shelby Graham is Soslan Abanokov. But definitely look at Soslan as he's trying to use those arms, trying to use that reach to land those punches to the face of his opponent, Shelby Graham.
That's right. He's definitely going to have to take advantage of this position. He's definitely staying busy working because he definitely doesn't want the ref to stand us back up with all the devastating kicks that Shelby Graham's been throwing.
And just think about it, Matthew Stone. Despite all the action we've seen here tonight, we could still see one of these two men on Warrior Islands. They could be one of the 16 fighters gathered together on an island, put to the test as they have to survive the elements and compete in different martial arts challenges. They'll have to fight in front of a pit of the nine Grand Masters, and then America will get to vote and see who is going to be the ultimate Warrior Island survivor.
All I know is that show like it's going to change the landscape of television forever. But right now we need to focus on the main event here at the Agricultural Fairground in Fredericksburg, Virginia, excuse me. But right now Abanokov is keeping Shelby Graham in his guard and just devastating ground and pound right now.
Well, definitely Soslan Abanokov has been pretty much in full control of this second round. And definitely, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a fighter and you want to try to compete on Warriors Island, you can go to theglobalprovingground.com and submit your entry form in the form of a video. And definitely back to this fight.
That's right. As you can see right now, he looks like he's not trying to pass the guard. He seems content with just raining down punches on Shelby Graham. And if he continues to do this, he's going to win this round. It might have been a closer first round, but right now he's definitely dominating the second round.
It looks like some of those punches have found their way. It looks like there's a little cut underneath the right eye of Soslan Abanokov. But definitely his Sambo training, I tell you what, this man is going to have to pass out from blood loss before he quits.
That's right. He'll never quit. They're going to have to pull his limp carcass out of this ring for this fight to be over. But right now, it looks like he's definitely winning this round. He's definitely just staying there ground and pound. Shelby Graham looks like he might be trying for an arm bar.
Definitely might be trying for an arm bar. It looked like he almost went for a triangle there, trying to do something, trying to advance his position from the bottom, and doing a fairly good effort as that gives up his back, rolls through, and now he's on top and inside position.
That's right. That was a beautiful escape, using the cage to his advantage with his toes, no less. Ends up in a dominant position. Looks like he might be going for a choke here. He's definitely able to rain down punches. Abanokov needs to be careful here.
And again, just like that, that's how crazy this sport of MMA is. You could be on top in full control of the fight, and your opponent finds that one moment to flip everything around. And now Shelby Graham has done just that with his ground and pound on Soslan Abanokov.
That's right. Apparently something lit a fire under Shelby Graham. Enough is enough, and he ain't going to take no more. Right now, he is brutally ground and pounding Abanokov right now. This is Abanokov needs to do something. The ref might step in here.
You're absolutely right. He needs to show a little bit more activity, but apparently right there at the end of the bell, saved by the bell, and that round still, to me, goes to Soslan Abanokov.
This has been one of the craziest main events I've seen.
Let's get ready for round 3, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, the main event. Fredericksburg Fairground here in Fredericksburg, Virginia. Victorium 2 presented by the Global Proving Ground in Warrior Island. Round 3.
That's right. As you can see, both men are winding up. It looks like Abanokov's winding up for that big haymaker punch. As it comes in, it looks like Shelby Graham's more of a counter roll, but he almost caught him with that kick right there.
Well, definitely, again, these kicks of Shelby Graham have been very impressive and a little distracting there on the part of Soslan Abanokov.
That was a beautiful front kick, but he set that one. He telegraphed that way too much, but them front kicks are landing.
And definitely I like the way he's trying to throw the kicks, trying to fake with the kick and then throw the punch, trying to keep Soslan guessing. Shelby Graham trying to do everything he can. This is the last round of this fight. One of these men have to pull it off. One of these men is going to get that 2-year contract at the Global Proving Ground.
That's right. For one of these men, their dreams will come true. But look at this right then. Abanokov goes right back into Sambo wrestling mode, takes him to the ground at ease, and he's stacked him up. But it looks like Shelby Graham is definitely using his leg. Oh, look at this beautiful leg lock.
He gave it to him almost, and I'm sure Shelby Graham wasn't prepared for that. Look at him. He's trying to do everything he can, trying to stand up. Look at the face. Look at the exertion on the part of Soslan Abanokov. And there you see Shelby Graham again trying to stand up. The only defense from this knee lock.
That's right. He's doing everything right, everything he can. He's standing up. He's pressing down on his foot. But as you can see, Abanokov is not giving up. But Abanokov needs to be careful. Look, as you can see, beautifully switches it to an inside heel hook. This could be the end of the fight right here. Beautiful job.
Definitely right. Matthew Stone switches to that gable grip to make it a little bit harder to escape. And Shelby Graham has got to find a way to get out of this, or he might tear his ACL, his MCL, who knows what. But there, luckily, he finds a way to get out and on his back.
That's right. As you can tell, both men are a little bit slippery from fatigue and sweat. It was a little bit harder to lock on that submission. If that would have happened in the first, maybe mid-second round, this fight might have been a totally different story.
But there you see Soslan Abanokov able to get past the guard, get past the legs of Shelby Graham, and right back into what was winning the points for him. These little short elbows, again, displaying dominance in this fight, displaying ring control, and that goes a long way on the judges' scorecard should this fight go the distance.
And that's right. If this fight does indeed do that, I would hate to be the judges, because this fight it could be too close to call. It looks like first round went to Abanokov, second round possibly to Graham. This third round is dead even to me.
What fight were you watching? If anything, that second round went to Abanokov. Come on, Matthew Stone. Open your eyes, clear that crud out. Abanokov definitely in full control of this fight and in full control of this round as we speak.
That's right. Both these fighters, everything on the line. This is the last round of the main event here at Victorium MMA Global Proving Ground. This fight is all the fans here. They're on their feet. They're standing. This has been one of the greatest nights of fighting I've ever been privy to, and it's not over just yet.
And this has definitely been a very complete fight. Stand up, ground and pound, couple of throws, a couple of big slams, a couple of unorthodox kicks. My goodness, what else could you ask for? There is a leg lock, a knee lock, for Christ's sake.
That was a beautiful pass by Abanokov. Once again, going back to Sambo wrestling mode. Looks like he's trying to get a mount. There it is, full mount with the hooks in. Shelby Graham is in deep trouble. Oh, look at this, another beautiful reversal. Just as I say that, Shelby Graham makes me look foolish.
You're absolutely right, Matthew Stone. Again, every time I'm thinking that it's going to be a bad idea for Shelby Graham to keep giving up his back like that, he's able to somehow roll through, reverse, come out the back door, and end up in a better position than he was. Almost like a possum laying wait, but now it looks like Soslan might be going for some type of arm bar or triangle of his own.
That's right. He needs to be careful right now. He's got him in the right position. He's rolling the right way over to the left, but he definitely needs to be. Oh, did you see that?
My goodness, look at it. Oh, and Shelby Graham comes raining down after he escapes that armbar with a huge right hand right to the head of Soslan Abanokov. And again, Shelby Graham just keeps finding ways to come out in a more dominant position.
I don't know how he got out of that, folks. Any other lesser man would have tapped. That was a beautiful armbar, just showing the heart of a warrior. But right now, Abanokov back on top in the half guard, ready to drop some bombs.
The only thing that I can think of, Matthew Stone, is like you said, it is the third round. Both of these men a little bit sweaty and a little bit harder to hold your grips, but definitely Soslan Abanokov from K Dojo there, you see, trying to do everything he can to win this fight against his competitor, fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Mr. Shane Graham.
And as you can see, he's using great base right now. Every time Shelby Graham tries to move, he throws a hook in on that foot to stop him right there, as you can see. He moves left, he throws in a left hook. He moves right, he throws in a right hook. If he tries to buck, he throws in both hooks. Shelby Graham is in a lot of trouble right now.
Definitely right, Matthew Stone. The time winding down, and as this match goes on, this fight goes on, there you heard the 10-second clacker. This matchup is almost over, and definitely going for the advantage to Soslan Abanokov. You heard the sound of the bell, and this fight is over. They left it up to the scorecard. Let's see how it goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Our judges score this contest 29-28, 30-27, and 29-28. All for our winner by unanimous decision, and fighting out of the blue corner, Soslan Abanokov!
Once I can't close on that, I can somebody sleep.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause for both of these fighters. Now, I want to tell you something. Global Proving Ground extends into coaches and camps as well. K-Dojo Warrior Tribe is one of the official training centers in North Jersey, and they bring in fighters from all over the world, different countries. Coach Kesto, right here, put your hands up. All right, so we have fighters and coaches and promotions. We're all working together for all of you. Another round of applause for these awesome warriors right here.
All right, Soslan, you had a long, drawn-out fight here, good competitive back and forth. You went for a lot of submissions, obviously coming back from, Sambo background. You come away with a solid unanimous decision victory. How do you feel in regards to your fight? Do you feel happy with your performance, or what's going on through your mind right now?
Definitely, it was a tough fight, but I was training for this fight maybe about 2 weeks. We got offered to fight with a short notice, and just to support you guys, just to support this show, I took the fight. My coach helped me a lot. We were training hard. I would like to thank my sparring partners, Mohammed, Bridget, and of course, I want you to give a credit to my opponent. And yeah.
All right, one more time, everybody. Let's give it up. Soslan Abanokov. Great fight.